It's Jared Fox. Here's the poem. We used to choose fun times and moments of play, but now we let money and ego get in the way. We've accepted this world for what it is and just moved through it, but forgot about all the change and positive things we were supposed to do to it. So get back to that mindset and remember the times that you were fighting uphill battles and not just accepting things for what it was. Don't get so stuck in your ego that you can't relate to people and forget that the only thing that matters is love.
What's good, Heart of the City? We is back with episode 10. That means we've been going for almost 2.5 months. That's wild. Anyways, y'all see we got my man Jared right here, and he's a poet.
Thank you.
I know y'all seen that intro. Y'all gotta snap if you like that. You feel me? They need to have some snap emojis so y'all can comment that. So we gonna ask him a couple things, journey of life. That's what this whole video is gonna be about, and y'all gonna get to know about my man Jared. Make sure y'all follow him and all that stuff too. But we asked him what's a quote that he lived by, and this is what he told us: do what you can when you can. Why do you live by that quote?
Well, when I was younger, my dad, like one of his friends, her and her kids, they like got kicked out by their husband or whatever, and he took them in, like they legit lived with us for like a year. So just saying that, see that you gotta do for others when you got the ability to. Like, we just here on this earth to make life better for the next person. That's it.
Mad respect.
Oh, yeah.
Mad respect to your father and you.
All right, as of May 15th, last Friday, outside had opened back up. So that means the beaches had opened up with restrictions. So therefore, it will be no group sports, no tents or groups of umbrellas, no large coolers, no speakers, or no alcohol. So it's simple.
My thing is, though, do y'all think that will actually work?
Bro, nah.
You started it didn't work.
What you mean, no coolers?
Just because stuff opening back up, though, don't mean that the virus going.
Nah, I get that, but I'm saying, like, okay, just not even talking about outside opening back up, but just for this beach, right? They saying you can go to the beach, but they basically saying that the article had basically said all you can do, you can go out there, you can tan, you can swim, and you can surf, right? So you telling me I can go to the beach, but I can't do nothing. I can't have a speaker. I can't have
a group of friends.
A large cooler. Like what is that?
Yeah, I'm about to say, what's the cooler gonna do for
you?
you?
Like I don't
no alcohol. What is that gonna do?
You can't ever have alcohol at the beach though.
Nah, that's common sense. But even though you can't have it, they can't regulate that regardless. So it was no point in even putting that one in there.
The only one that really makes sense is the no tents or group of umbrellas, because usually when you under the umbrellas, you with a group of people.
Yeah, I can say
that's the only one that really makes sense.
I could say group sports too though, but
that too,
everything else up there cannot be regulated.
And you gotta think, even before they said this was allowed, people was
people was like,
so now you give no permission. You give people an inch, they gonna take
all you doing is giving me permission to go to the beach now. Like people was out there regardless. Honestly, do y'all think y'all would be at the beach?
As of now?
No.
No time soon.
Like soon as it's like 4 parties going on this weekend. You won't catch me there. You won't catch me there.
I'll be out there like July, August.
We do this party stuff, but we party as a group, just us.
Yeah.
That's it. Ain't no outsiders. Y'all be like, y'all still be going out and stuff. No, we don't. We party with the same people every weekend. The same.
I got the crib.
Yeah, like at the crib or at the hotel. But we don't never got no randoms in our gym. All right, so back to you now, Jared. Basically, go ahead and introduce yourself to the people.
Well, Jared Fox, social media. My IG is Jared2Tough, the number 2, TUFF. Poet, saw what I did, saw what I do.
Saw what you did,
saw what you do. Go follow my boy.
Yeah.
It will be in a link.
It's gonna be down there. So, do you got like a name for yourself yet for poetry, or you just go by Jared?
Nah, I just go by Jared. And I was thinking for a while, like, what would my name be? But it's just like,
this is Jared.
Don't even
Jared.
Yeah.
You got a name for it? What'd you say?
Jared the poet.
That'd probably be the best I can do, bro. Like,
that's smooth.
That's smooth though.
Yeah.
Jared the poet.
Y'all might see that.
I need a little bit. You gonna write that down? Yeah. Make sure you give Heart of the City the credit for that name.
Yeah, give us a nice little shout out.
So, how?
Merch.
Oh, yes sir.
Yes, sir.
I thought he had some merch on for a second. Like, that's how you get that. That's tough. That's tough. All right, so how would you describe yourself?
I don't know. I think I'm like a free spirit. You know, I don't really come with expectations. Like, you shouldn't expect anything from me because I'm gonna throw that out the water. Like, whatever you think I'm like, because I'm a nerd, but I'm also like that cool dude that be hooping. So it's like you get everything. That's both worlds. I'm a poet, but you know that don't change.
That'll change.
Man,
That's pretty cool because you don't know a lot of like poets out here. Like,
Bro.
Yeah, that's
Like-
what I was thinking too.
like seriously, like you probably like the first
First
poet
person I
know
ever
out of the
met.
757. Like,
Hey,
Like, I
like-
seen a video on Twitter and I was like, that's actually really tough. Like,
yeah, like
that's smooth.
really
like,
different.
Yeah, like,
who would
bro,
think to do
I
that?
respect it.
Nah, you shocked me. I'm not gonna lie. You shocked me. Like I said, I asked you before the video, was you like, have you been doing poetry or did you just start like after high school? But you said you've been doing it. And when you dropped that video, I was like, I ain't never seen nobody do
Yeah,
poetry.
like, that's tough.
Like,
Like,
that's different.
I think I got into it probably like I got into it heavy like 6th grade. I did this. They had this reflections piece in English, and then I did that, and I was just like, I looked at the piece, and like my English teacher was like, "Yo, this is really good," and I was like, "Thanks," but I ain't really think nothing of it. And then like I say probably 9th grade, I really started like was heavy on it. Like when English teachers would be like assign poetry and stuff, and I was like with it. And my English teacher, Miss Hood at the time, Miss Gimber now, she was like trying to get me into the what's that thing called? They got like this competition basically for like speaking and like prose pieces and poetry, and she was just trying to get me on that team for a while. And I was just like, I ain't never go to it, but I finally just like forced myself to go to a poetry slam last year, 2019, on my birthday, and then I won.
That's crazy.
First place. See, that's
Yeah.
bro. And the thing about even the poetry slam, James, I didn't even know we had those in VA, bro.
Yeah, like I had to look up it. It was like there's one in Norfolk, and then they be having them like all throughout Virginia, like all throughout the 7-5. There's a bunch of like open mics. So you got like poets, you got comics, you got singers, artists. Like people go up there and do everything.
But see, that just proves to us, like, you basically just explain, like, how many behind-the-scenes things there is that nobody knows about, like.
Like that was a hidden talent. That
Yeah,
he
like,
had.
that-
There
you
was
just
so
gotta-
many hidden talents in the 757.
You just gotta
like,
apply yourself.
It's just crazy.
So, like you said, you didn't do it in school. Like, you never went to the poetry slam. Do you think, like, high school kind of, what's the word? You didn't want to be seen doing poetry in high school. Did that stop you, like, being influenced, so you waited till, like,
I mean,
after?
I wouldn't say it like that because I mean people knew that like I was good at writing, I guess. Cause I mean Miss Lee for the Black History Month, she called me out for it because I did it for the talent show, and then that was like the first time I did it like in front of a crowd, and then like she got me for the Black History Month program to do that because I have a black boy. It's called For a Black Boy poem, and then I just kind of like ran with it. So it was a thing that like after high school, like you don't really have the opportunities as much in there for you to cultivate your talents, but then after high school it's just like, yo, like I'm gonna do me.
Like, facts,
Yeah.
like.
So like
So,
that was your
yeah.
first time, and like doing it in front of a crowd. Like, how did you feel? Like, was you nervous?
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
Was you scared of
I
what
was-
people would think and stuff?
I was up there. I was like, I mean, what a lot of people don't understand, because like I'm always in front of a camera and I'm like I'm the center of attention type person. But it's like I could be shy too. So it's like I went up there, especially when it's something you serious about. Like
Facts.
you up there. I'm just like, bro, I just want people. I don't want them to think I'm trash because like I know how much I put into this, and not just I don't want them to think I'm trash. It was also like I don't want to mess up because I know this is good.
Facts.
So it's like that sort of thing.
That's just like,
So what was the first poem you did?
Yeah, For a Black Boy. That's the first one I did like in front of people.
You got that?
Yeah.
Let us hear that one right quick.
Yeah, that's the slam poem. That's the one I got first place.
First place. All right,
Uh,
get it. Let's get it.
For a black boy, being ashy is something you got to deal with. For a black boy, it's only natural to get the nod to another black boy you see walking down the street. For a black boy, you can't listen to country music and actually like it. You can't drink Starbucks without feeling like a traitor in your own skin and to your own color, so you drink it a little black. For a black boy, Harvard bound, you're only there because of affirmative action. For a black boy, you can't drive a nice car or in a nice neighborhood, it must be stolen. For a black boy, you're not just handsome, you're only handsome for a black boy. You are not just a child, you are a grave yet to be dug. For a black boy, get used to white people taking your culture, putting it on and then taking it off when they become uncomfortable. Learn how to make white people comfortable. For a black boy, you can never reach too fast for wallet and ID, or too slow for wallet and ID. You can never be unarmed when your skin is considered a weapon, so put that down. For a black boy, you have the right to remain silent, but your skin is already screaming. Stop resisting. For a black boy killed by cop, you cannot be an honor student. You must have a criminal record. If not, one will be provided. You must have a mugshot to publish in the news to demonize you. If not, one will be provided from your lifeless body if need be. They can do that. Ask Sandra Bland. For a black boy, you can never be a human. You must be a statistic. You can never have done nothing wrong. You always do something wrong. For a black boy, you're more likely to learn how to carry your brother's casket before you're in math class learning to carry the one. For a black boy, the lessons you learn are literal life lessons on how to stay alive, so listen up. For a black boy, equality is a book on a shelf you can't reach, in a library you lost the card to, in a community you dare not walk through. For a black boy who becomes a black man, love, raise, and protect your black sons so they have the chance to become black men. For black boys in America, you cannot be safe. For black boys, be safe.
We not snapping here. This is not a poetry lounge.
Thank you.
We gonna clap it up in here. My dude, how does your mind even come up with that? Like,
That's deep.
yeah, like
That's deep.
Well, alright, so I gotta think what made me. I know I wrote it sophomore year, but it was like around the time, like, you know, all those.
There's so much in the news and
Yeah,
whatnot.
like all the Sterling, Philando Castile, like all that had happened. So that was still like on my mind. It's like, I guess, you know, I'm like the conscious person. Like I listen to, like, you know, J. Cole, Kendrick, and Nas and stuff like that. So it was just like, that was like weighing heavy on me. And I was like, I can write. So I knew I needed to speak on something like that, just get it off my chest. And also, I was talking to, like, my dad at the time. He was telling me, like, basically, like, his encounters with the police and stuff. So it's just like, yo, like, this is personal. Like, this hits. It don't just happen on the news. It happens to us, like, every day. So I was just in my book and just started writing. And it's just where it came from.
I wish we could help make you famous right now, cause that deserved it. No cap. Like, that just hit on a whole different level.
So who inspired you to become a poet?
Well, like I said, I like always listen to, like, Eminem. I mean, I said Eminem, but like Nas, J. Cole, Kendrick, and like all those people, they're like storytellers too. So it's like art. They actually like love the art form of music and the craft. And it's just like, I started like writing when I was younger. Like started writing like songs and raps and stuff, and then I just started moving into like spoken word. I don't know how I found it. I found like some video one time on YouTube, and it just threw me into like button poetry and like all that poetry and stuff, and seeing these
like
videos.
that.
Yeah,
It be
you
like
know, you
that.
get on that rabbit hole in like YouTube, and I was
Yeah.
just like, yo, like this is something I could do. So it's just like I guess if I had to pick like poets, it'd probably be people like this dude Sulu Breezy, Rudy Francisco. I'd say probably Javon Johnson, because he has a poem about being like it's like, you know, a black poem, and it's just like that one really hit. So I say like those three are like my big influences poetry wise.
See, that just, like I said, it proves again. I need to expand my horizon on stuff, because I don't know who they is. And, like, you know a lot.
Go out and like,
Yeah, like,
After this,
I'm not gonna lie. I
think.
think you just inspired me to go like listen to poetry. I'm not even.
I feel like
capping.
everybody should. Like, people look at poetry like it's just like a certain way it's got to be. Like, poetry is just you speaking your truth, and everybody can do that. So it's like it gives you different perspective on people. I feel like you go and listen to poetry, you just like expand. You become more empathetic as a person and understanding.
All right, so since you just said, like, you know, everybody should do it, I'm gonna ask you, how would you compare poetry to like rapping? Do you think they could
go
be
hand
in
in
the
hand.
same
They
category?
go hand in hand, because like I said, like you got Nas. Like Nas, one of his songs is literally like broken down as poetry. Like, and like they got university, college like teachers and professors breaking down his poetry. So it goes hand in hand. That's what rap is. It's called rhythm and poetry. So it's just
I feel like it's like
it's free as form. Like,
yeah, but it's like a certain.
Am I
type
dumb
as
if I
well,
hold on?
too,
Talk
though.
about. Am I dumb if I did not knew that meant that?
never
Yeah.
knew.
What?
Rap
I
means.
like, I
That's what
never
rap
knew
means?
That
yeah,
rap stand for
rhythm and poetry.
I didn't know it was an acronym.
I didn't either. Yeah.
Because it's just like it took its own form and it's just like it's got its own trail. But like at its base, it's poetry. That's all it
Man,
is
Jerry.
on a beat.
I'm learning
You
two
would
things.
take so
No
much
cap.
right now.
That's
It's
all
like
it
so
is.
crazy.
Wait a minute.
It's
Like-
just poetry on a beat.
That's crazy.
So yeah,
My mind is.
Yeah, blown.
Yeah.
Like, I look at you like, yo, did you know that?
I didn't look at Drake because Drake answered back, so I'm
Yeah.
like, he might know this.
So
I look,
people like, yeah, like, what's
so I look over it too, and
I mean, it makes sense though.
it didn't. Yeah.
I feel like it's certain type of rappers though, like
that
like,
actually touched.
because you
the
know you
poetic
hear a
side.
song and you'll be like, I really feel he come out. He's painting a picture in my head.
Yeah, like you got people like Kanye, like
Like,
the
they
whole
really
college
paint
dropout
pictures in
stuff,
your
like
head,
that's
yeah.
Kanye actually like he performed one of his songs as a poem, like on All Deaf Poetry.
See, all right, I can see where you're coming from with those artists, but now I'm gonna ask you, with the artists we have nowadays, do you feel like it's the same category? Because I know back in the days they was all about punchlines, yes, which is basically poetry, but they don't do that no more.
I feel like you got two different streams because it's like there are people that you could tell don't care about rap as an art. And there are people that do it, be like, yo, I make money from it, so I'm just gonna do it because I do it. Like, there've been plenty of people to say, like, yo, I don't really care, like, it makes me money. So,
Yeah.
like, and I'm not gonna knock anybody trying to make your money, like, yo, do you, bro? But there are definitely still some that do, but I would say, like, generally not.
As a whole, yeah, I could
'cause
agree.
You got the few you can pick out, of course.
Yeah, of course. I don't think it's the same no more.
I mean, certain ones, cause like Polo G album, bro. That was,
But
That's
I
deep,
respect it.
like,
That's
you
ghetto.
like, yeah,
Like, that's like,
really
and I don't
deep.
want to like take it down by calling it ghetto poetry, but like that's what it is. It's poetry
It's
in
poetry.
the ghetto.
It's just-
like,
it's
he's
just-
from the hood.
yeah.
Like, it's a different.
It's just a different form of it. Like,
Yeah.
you put it in different ways.
Like,
but
I-
then you go to people like Blueface and shit like
And
that.
Blueface is one of the people I say he literally said, he said,
It's
"I
like,
don't care about this
yeah,
song."
it's one of those people you like, dude, you haven't said one thing this whole song.
Yeah,
like
he
I
just
heard
a
like
joke.
a lot of people call J. Cole boring because like he doesn't make the
he
late.
should
He,
be.
he,
Because
don't,
it's like
he don't got
you
lyrics.
got the people that like it depends on what you listen to music for. Like those are people that be like, I just hear just like vibing with the beat and stuff. Like, okay, that's cool too. But it's like sometimes I want to hear a message. Like
Yeah,
I don't
you
want to
wanna
just
get
hear you
deeper
like, bro,
into
you
it.
fucking bitches. It's, okay, cool, bro. Like
Cool, we get it. I
That's-
mean, you should be doing
Yeah,
that. You
like,
should
that's-
be doing that.
that's-
What else
bro,
you
we
got
have
to talk about? Like, what else
you got?
Like, that's something you should be doing by
Help
now.
me
You
get
grown.
through this. Yeah, you just bringing like.
And that just take me back to
Nothing
the
else
remember
on
we was at
tape.
the football field the other day and we was playing 7-on-7. It was this dude out there. He was still in high school, right? So we arguing back and forth. They going back and forth on the field, and this dude comes out with it. Man, I don't even care. I fought bitches, right?
Like, okay.
So look, Zay look like Zay talk about. And then Jameer goes, I mean, shit, I hope so. Like,
Yeah, like,
congratulations,
nigga,
bro. Like,
I hope you doing that by now.
that's not a flex. That's
Yeah,
not a flex. But that's
like,
not all you should be doing.
That's a
like,
hot. That's a middle school flex when they won't nobody doing it yet, and you could like throw that out there. But
But that's
like,
like, bro, you
other than that, now, bro, if you come up with that, you can't even talk.
You a grown man, bro. What else
yeah,
you
like,
doing, bro?
I hope you are.
like, what
That's
else you
what
got?
All right, so what's your writing process when you writing a poem and whatnot?
But you got to teach us right now, so like we can all write one line right now. So you
Cause I got the smooth 757 joint we learned in high
no
school.
cap, get in
Well,
details.
there's different types of poetry. So there's like I typically write free verse, which is like you don't have to rhyme, but I put like I said, I'm still like I love like music and stuff, so I'm gonna put that in there. So I put like like every other line I'll throw like a couple like couple rhymes at the end or end. It's called end rhyme, where it's like the words at the end rhyme, which is typically what you find in rap. So I do that. Free verse is probably the best way to do it because it doesn't restrict the storytelling process. I say my process, I probably just like most of the time to get like a feel of different structures. I do like I watch other people's poetry like a lot. Like that's what I do in the house most of the time, and just like okay, that's a cool structure. Like most people, their whole poem will be a metaphor for something else. Like they'll start with like some object and tie it into some big subject. So I see like, yo, how can I expand my skill set and not just box myself into one style of writing? But if I'd say like the whole process, I just like typically if I got something on my mind, because I don't ever want to force anything, then that's when I'll open my book. Because it's like recently I don't write as much because I started writing kind of like it was kind of like a healing process. Like, yo, I needed a way to vent, so I started writing. But now it's like I don't need it as much, so I don't write as much, and that's not a bad thing. Like this is my healing process, so it's good that I'm not writing as much for that reason. So kind of just like when I get that overwhelming, I need to vent.
That's what I do.
Just let it out.
Yeah.
So that shows. So you more of
Constructive
a.
way.
So you don't talk to people. You just go straight to the book. You one of those type people.
Yeah, I wouldn't say I don't talk to people, but I feel like just in a regular conversation, when you're trying to vent to people, somebody's always trying to give you advice, and it's like sometimes, bro, I just want to talk. Like I just want to let it out.
Yeah.
I'm trying to let you know what my head is. I don't
It's
need.
expressing a different way.
Yeah.
You just cope with it a different way.
Everybody got demons.
All right. So has anyone ever like rejected or spoke down on your writing?
If so, it hasn't been to me. Like most of the, like recently, I've only gotten like big ups. Like I said, I go to poetry spots, so it's most of the time it's just other poets and stuff. And if they're talking to me, it's more constructive criticism. I wouldn't say they just like, yo, that's bad. Da, da, da.
See, I respect that. I mean, you
Yeah.
can take like
Mhm.
criticism and stuff like that and flip it. So basically, they tell you something, they could be saying it bad if they are, but it's helping me regardless. So
Mhm.
Because a lot of people can't take like
Criticism.
constructive criticism.
that's one thing we talked about in the video. A lot of people don't take it as in a good way. I feel like somebody comment on your video and say, "Hey, this sucked."
I feel like that's all
Cool.
in your headspace though.
Not even yeah.
I mean,
That's
because
the
it
way they
depends
say
on how
stuff,
you
too.
take. Because
Yeah.
it could be an insult, but if you secure in what you do, you're not even gonna take it that way.
That's
You're
what
just
I'm
gonna be like, you'll either it won't resonate with you, or you'll just see, be like, well, maybe they right on this part. Like,
All right. So with all this being said, what is holding you back from becoming the person that you want to be?
Honestly, I say it be the money. Like, and I don't want to be that person, but it be the money. Cause like if you ain't got to worry about where your money coming in, you can really focus on like my
Your
craft.
Yeah, I feel you.
Cause I don't want to be that person to water it down and be like, all right, how can I make money off this? Cause then once I do that, then my only goal is the money, and that ain't
That's
ain't the
not
point.
yeah.
That's not the focus.
So, if you won the lottery and you said like you got 100K, your first 100K, what would you do with it?
Man, my first 100K will, give me my car, give me a place to stay, and then invest.
Invest.
What you investing in?
Yeah, I might say
Bro, the market is down. So everything like right now, gas, dumb low. Invest in that because it's bound to skyrocket once stuff open back up. Dollar Tree, actually a good place to invest in because I'm making money off that right now because that's where everybody going right now. So
Facts.
you got to think about like the necessities, like what does everybody need right now, and what's gonna happen once this open back up. Like what's down and what will jump back up. Like
all right, so you think about what's now, but what about like later on? Like say about like some land. Like would you invest in some land?
Absolutely, that's the only thing. Like,
see, I'm one of those people, like, I pay attention when they talk about, like, you see a bunch of, like, football players and, like, people, like, that just get into money and they lose it because they don't know what to do with it. But, like,
Big facts.
so it's like, if you ain't used to it, you just gonna spend it. But it's like, I'm thinking about what I'm gonna do when I get it already.
Exactly.
So,
I feel like you should have your plan. Everybody should have, if not written down, it should be somewhere like in your head or something that when you do get money, you know exactly like what to do with it. I feel like people that don't plan for that, that's why when they get there they start buying everything. But if you know, like, none of us right now have $100,000 right now in our bank, but we know once we get it, you know exactly how you're gonna spend, like what you gonna put it into and
what I
everything
need,
like that.
and
Yeah,
then,
like,
and then focus on the wants. Like,
yeah,
what you need.
like you should have a rough estimate of what you're gonna spend and what's the rest of it gonna be going towards and shit like that in your head already.
Because there be people that just, like, they don't even see it as a possibility of them getting money. So it's like when they get it, they're like, oh shit. Like,
Yeah, like
now they just focus on throwing it away. Like, nah, man.
Man, one
Dumbest
of my
thing.
mentors once told me, like, back at school, it was last year, he was like, why save money? Like, I was like, I'm just always gonna save money, always save money. He was like, but why? I was like, it's not like what you're supposed to do, like save money. He was like, why save money? Just invest. Like, he said,
Make it
never
worth it.
save your money, just always invest, because when you invest in more things, you get more money.
Yeah, make
So
it
it wouldn't
money
be a point for you to save.
I mean, I can agree and disagree with that. I feel
Yeah,
like
yeah,
you
it's
should-
always a agree or disagree,
it's-
but I see
so
where he
you
was
want to
coming from with
save,
it.
you still, because with investment, the thing is you're taking a risk. So
yeah.
you can always,
yeah.
there's always the upside and then there's always the downside. So you still want to have a backtrack plan, like, okay, I got 10K put up away just in case of rainy day.
Big facts.
Or a 6-month plan, like that. I got money
Yeah,
saved
you don't
up.
want to just.
No,
invest,
of
what you're
course,
saying.
yeah, of course, like, you still gonna have, like, a little bit or, like, some money saved, but he just saying don't save all of your
Yeah,
money.
Yeah,
basically
definitely.
he's
Don't say all
saying
of
like, yeah, so like, you know how most people they get paid and you put like a certain amount in there, like
Yeah,
you don't gotta
away.
put as much in there. You can put
Exactly.
half of that you was gonna save. So like you saving 400, you been saving 400. You might as well save 200 and throw 200 else into something else because that's money that's just sitting there. I mean,
Make your money
you might
work
as
for
well
you.
make your money, make
Because
money
it-
for
the
you.
thing is, like, the investments, like, that has a better return of investment if it works out than
Facts.
your average, like, even the best savings account, like, it don't they don't really grow. Like you'll get like pennies on the dollar.
See, I don't really get into the savings accounts like that. I'd rather save my money in my own account. Like the savings accounts, like the actual savings accounts, I don't really.
I mean, I got one because it come like.
You mean like just a generic savings account?
Yeah, no, I'm saying like
the next.
I'm talking about the next level.
Oh, you talking about like that?
Yeah,
like the actual savings accounts that they the ones that you say you keep it in there for like 10 years and make money for you.
CDs.
Yeah, I don't get into that stuff. I rather save my money on my own because I can use that money when I need to use it. Like.
And then with that thing, most times people would think, okay, I could put this money up for 10 years, but really, like, someday you might need it or something like that.
That's what I'm saying.
A lot of people not disciplined, too, so then you end up putting it up, and then it's a larger fee to get it back. So then they take your money out of your money.
Like, that's why I don't get into it, because I feel like that's low-key a hustle.
Exactly.
Keep that. Yeah, no, keep that.
This is going in the video. This is not getting cut out.
Listen, it ain't got to get cut out. Cause I'm gonna sit here wet.
Hey, relax.
Oh, girls don't feel like this.
Hey, now hopefully they do.
This shit nasty.
Soggy balls.
Hey, look, I got on some mesh pants, so it's cool though. Like I was saying, damn, my cup empty now too. Now I'm kind of thirsty.
Nah.
I was just getting good too.
Nah.
Anyways, like I was saying, I feel like that's a hustle because of the fact that
It is.
you gonna tell me if I gave you 10,000 to save for me for the future,
I'm gonna charge you to get it back.
yeah, so I can't go into the account like if I get down bad. You telling me I can't even go get 3,000 out of there without you charging me $100?
And now I'm really getting 27. Like I'm getting 27. Like what, bro?
So like you just finesse me for no reason.
I mean, it's trying to teach you a lesson, I guess.
Nah, bro.
But like, what's the point?
Like, yeah, what's the point? Like you got my. I mean, I understand everybody got to make money, but it's like, yo, you making money off my money, taken from me.
They already use your money to invest in the trade anyway. Like
So it's just like,
they already into
when
the
I need it
foreign
back,
market.
why can't I get it back?
Exactly.
It's mine.
You gonna charge me?
Systems, bro.
I feel you. So, are you working on any pieces right now?
Yeah, actually, I started writing one the other day. You know, but I don't see myself putting it out until like stuff opens back up, because I want to do it at the spot I normally do, which is like it's called the train station in Norfolk. So that's probably gonna be the first place that'll see it, and then I'll post it on like social media, my IG and probably my Twitter.
Yeah, let us know about that so we can like shout you out on that. And plus, let me know.
Yeah,
'cause
I'll
I do
pull
wanna
up.
come. Yeah,
I definitely
come.
We
So, like,
definitely
let us
probably
know.
come to that.
Yeah.
See, and that too, like that spot, it's a spot like made. It was a how do I say? It was like an all black spot. I mean, of course, you know,
Yeah.
But it's like it was a spot for black people by black people, and it's like just every Tuesday they be doing music, like live music, got a band in there. It's a restaurant too, so you got food and entertainment.
Is
the
it
whole
like
time.
18 and up, or is
Nah,
it
you can come.
everybody?
Like,
Okay.
I'm still
y'all
shocked that we have those spots around here, and I've
Yeah, I
never heard of it,
I
bro.
think the only reason I found it, it was me and my boy Marcus. We went to some, it was an open mic, and they were handing out papers of like different open mics, and then we found that one, and we hit it literally every week now.
So like y'all was just in there. So did you perform like every week, or did y'all was just going?
I know, like, see, that's the thing. Sometimes I be trying to go, like, once you go to the spots like that, like, you get familiar with people, and it's like, I be trying to go and just chill and watch the music, but, like, the host, he'll see me sometimes, and he'd be like, yo, Jared, I see you in there, like
get
if
up
we
here.
got space,
Yeah.
yeah, like, you getting up here, and they'd be like, all right. So, but, yeah, that's just the
feel
vibe, to be
That's
honest.
dope. That's really dope. So, like, how you feel about like the support in the 757?
I mean, before, like, I ain't really know of spots like that, so I would have said it was tight weak. But it's like, once you actually get into those communities, it's like everybody is so tight knit, and then y'all got stuff like this now, so it's like, it's there. You just don't, like, see it as much if you're not looking for it. But,
So like it's there.
yeah, it's there.
We need you to send us some more poets.
I got
Cause
Shoot.
I'm not gonna lie, this might just be my best video.
Hey, I know a few, man.
I just want to go see one now.
Yeah,
I can't wait till stuff open back up now. I want to go see one.
Alright, this poem right here is a love poem. So I didn't say I love you so you could say it back. I said it because that's the strongest word in our language to get close enough to my feelings for you. I didn't say I love you because the light was hitting your face at the most flattering angle, because the light pales in comparison to the warmth you bring to my life. I didn't say I love you because that's what you're supposed to say to the person you date. I said it because you deserve to hear the most authentic words I have to offer. I didn't say I love you because we just finished kissing and I was caught in a moment. I said it because the last man you heard it from wasn't doing it right. I said I love you to show you the actions that match the phrase. I said I love you because there were no better words left to say. I said I love you because you are the best part of my day. I said I love you, and because isn't answered by why, it's answered by who. I didn't say I love you for you to recycle the phrase and say I love you too. I said I love you because I do. He love you. Hey, look, that Jake be hitting my soul.
Bro, did that help you get girls? Like,
Yeah, like, no,
that was smooth, bro. Like,
honestly, bro,
that gotta help with your wordplay. Like,
Are there any poets in the 75? Yeah. No, I mean like they made it big. Like any big poets that you know of?
I know something like they got what you call it's like a Grand Slam competition that they go to like Florida. So they have like this team, but I wouldn't say any like I don't know of any like super famous poets from here, but I definitely know of some that like are deserving of that.
All right. Well, I'm about to say it. We got the first big poet in the 7-5 on Heart of the City. You feel
Jared
me?
the poet.
Remember this and mark my words. When you get big, do not forget about us
And I don't want to work up me on.
or the people.
You got
With that being said, Heart of the City, we out, man.
2 up, 2
Two
down.
down.